Our avalanche, that's our 12:30. Can I rape you anally? Mike, 29 years old.
We're on them. Rolling everything, Georgie.
Did it take you long? Awesome, awesome. Can you get me a drink, please? Did you remember the handcuffs?
We have a lot to talk about. Why don't you have a seat?
Go ahead. This is punch, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What are you doing here?
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes.
And how old was this person we're talking to?
She said she was 13, but...
She said she was 13. And
Yeah,
how
she
old are
didn't
you?
look at that. I'm 29.
29.
Yes.
Can I rape you anally?
Mm-hmm.
How do you come up with that?
A guy-to-guy thing here, okay?
Guy to guy.
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes, okay?
Can I ask you a blanked up question? Do you have a rape fetish? And were you ever raped? No, no to both. You say, I like rape.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a thing is that to say? To a 13-year-old kid?
Well, she wasn't 13, was she?
She said she was.
Well, and I can say we're at 12.
You say, no, I'm not a rapist, laugh out loud. I just like it. I never actually do it unless the chick wanted me to act it out or something.
Yeah. The way that I entertain myself is online. And I'll say anything, and I'll talk about anything.
You talk about shaving her, and maybe cutting her, and tasting her blood.
Okay, well, people...
So that's normal?
Well, people do some things, man. Come on.
Do you feel that you have got a problem chatting online?
Sort of, yeah.
So it's sort of like make-believe to you in some way?
Yeah.
Role-playing?
Yeah,
Yeah, but she said she was 13.
I don't know.
So if I wasn't here, and a 13-year-old girl was here, and she was willing to go along with your rape, what do you think would happen?
On day one, on this,
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
What do you think should happen to you?
What do we have coming up right now? That's our avalanche. That's our 12:30. Mike, 29 years old.
We've always been aware that the men coming into our undercover houses could be dangerous.
Now stay there. We don't want to send you out yet. We just don't.
But as we set up our To Catch a Predator operation in Long Beach, California, the very first man who arrives has us especially worried.
Whoa, hold on. Here he comes. He's coming. Head to position 3.
29-year-old Michael Warrecker, an unemployed computer technician, uses the frightening screen name, Can I Rape You Anally? He thinks he's coming to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Okay, open up the door.
What Warrecker apparently doesn't know is he's really been chatting with an adult decoy from Perverted Justice. That's an online watchdog group Dateline uses as a consultant to do what it normally does. Go into chat rooms, mostly on Yahoo and AOL, set up computer profiles, and in this case, pretend to be children under the age of 14 who are interested in sex.
Okay, that's cool.
In his online chat, Warrecker tells the decoy, maybe we should hook up, and says he would like to have anal sex with her. The decoy says, ouch, I think that would hurt a lot. Warrecker responds, yeah, but it's a good pain, you know. Now, Warrecker is at the door.
Hi, how you doing?
Being met by a youngish-looking 18-year-old decoy playing the girl who's supposed to be home alone.
Can you sit down?
And it's time for me to have a chat with him.
We have a lot to talk about.
Though my arrival doesn't seem to faze him one bit.
This is punch, right?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes. And I knew that this was a setup because this was too convenient for this.
What was too convenient?
A chat room and just talking about everything that she did.
And how old was this so-called person we're talking to?
She said she was 13, but...
She said she was 13. And
Yeah,
how
she
old
did
are
not
you?
look at that. I'm 29.
And you thought it was okay to come over here and meet a 13-year-old girl at the age of 29?
And hang out, yeah.
That's all you're going to do was hang out?
That's what I told her, yes.
Yeah.
But remember, we have his chat log, where he writes to someone who says she's a 13-year-old female, I like rape. She responds, creepy. Warrecker explains that he doesn't really want to rape her, just rough sex. I'd want you to resist and pretend you didn't want it and stuff.
What kind of a guy has a screen name, Can I Rape You Anally?
It gets responses.
Do you think rape is funny?
No.
Then why would you do this?
It's just something that I like to put myself into that role and talk about, you know?
Warrecker also asks online if he could tie the girl down while they're having sex. And it gets scarier when he goes on to add, I might want to cut you a little, suck on your blood, laugh out loud.
A trait that I look for is, you know, they enjoy a little bit of pain here and there, you know.
You've had girl friends who enjoy a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Well, how many times have you had a conversation like this and actually met somebody to fulfill this rape fantasy?
Never.
Never.
No. I just thought it'd be cool, you know, to hang out because I
thought it'd be cool to come over here after having a chat that went somewhat like this. So if I wanted to bend you over and just shove it in your and it hurt pretty bad, you wouldn't do anything, would you? Yeah, I would scream and try to hit you. Well, you act like this is some big joke here.
Well, sir,
I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is the stuff you said.
That's correct.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
Actually, right now I'm unemployed.
Unemployed.
I got a small inheritance a year ago and sort of took a break, but I'm almost out of money now.
Time to get back to work.
It's back to work.
Warrecker tells me he's brought along a scary movie to watch with the girl, a video camera, and lubricant.
And a video cam.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris Hansen
Okay.
with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to pick up young boys and girls online for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you've been doing, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk out the door you came in.
And just outside, the Long Beach police are getting into position.
Hands up in the air.
He is charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child. Under California law, attempting to have sex with someone under the age of 14 is a felony, punishable by up to 4 years in prison. Warrecker pleaded no contest. He's the first in a long line of men who will be arrested by the Long Beach Police Department over the next 3 days.